All right.
It's not that serious. It's just an intro.
Shut up. I will fucking scrape the feces out of your butthole if you keep
I can
talking.
edit you fucking suck. I can edit your profile picture sucking a dick. Don't fucking test me.
Well, guess what? I control the animated podcast highlights, so I can fuck you over too, alright? So don't fucking test
Shit,
me.
you got me there.
Boys, boys,
Exactly.
boys, you're both pretty. Let's just do this.
Oh, I'm pretty? Okay.
Yes, you
Hey
are.
guys, welcome back to the Not Bad podcast. Comment of the day comes from Ready Up. Are you happy, lazy? Saying, I should just put salt in my soda so it doesn't get watery. What the fuck? Wait, what? That was a homage from Happy
Pit salt
and her
random
fucking
comment. Also, by the way,
uh,
I said Ready Up's comment, which was just the word fuck, not this comment.
no. I put Ready Up in video. Are you fucking happy now?
No, I'm
Ready
not
up,
satisfied.
Ready up got in video, so shut up, lazy.
Yeah, heck you,
No.
lazy.
Yeah, heck you. I have to shine now, all right?
No, I'm
This is
picking.
my
I'm picking
cringy
the next
shit.
comment
I
of the
have to
day.
shine. So, hey guys, it's lyric of the day. Fuck lazy and him trying to take over a comment of the day. So today's lyric is from Kodak from the song ZZ. It goes, "My little baby ride the dick like a seat lock. When I when I stepped up on the scene, I was on a bean. When I jumped out of the beam, I was in saline. Baby girl, you just a fling. That ain't what I mean. Money busting out my jeans like I do the skiing."
I was on a bean. What?
Yes, he was on a beam. Then he jumped out of the beam and was in saline, you know? And
Of
his baby
course,
girl is a fling, but that ain't what he mean.
inspiring lyrics, really, something to really wake me up in the morning and getting up and grooving,
You know,
definitely.
the art of rap in that fucking verse right there. Oh, makes me erect.
What about you, Happy? You got your
My wisdom of the day comes from an experience that happened yesterday, but I don't know when the podcast is going to be coming up. So it happened on November 5th at around 8 a.m. at the DMV. So I had to take my permit test to be able to drive. So then I can take a driver's school and then eventually get my license. So, I took the test for my permit after being nagged by not only my sister, but also my uncle and my neighbor to make sure that I study the handbook front to back. Unfortunately, though, the handbook was not up to date, so the questions that I got wrong were because they were not in the freaking handbook. So, my wisdom of the day is the textbook can only get you so far, street knowledge gets you farther. Sometimes.
fuck your street knowledge. I'm a nerd. I do math. Fuck you and your stupid. Okay, fine. I'm
You're a
sorry.
nerd. I'm a nigga.
Thank you.
I can't read.
I can't read. I'm illiterate. Please, someone teach me. Anyways, we're all here and we're all sick. All right, all of us, all
Six
four of us
blood.
are sick. As you can, yeah.
Super sick boys. Triple S. There you go. Boom.
See, we our periods are in sync, guys. All right.
You guys
It's
too?
fine. See, we're all sick. So yeah, how are you guys going today?
Yeah.
Yeah, just about my
So,
mind in general.
you see, I have a story for you. How am I going today? Well, you see,
I just
I
spit
was
my
watching
water.
some
Fuck.
good old anime, and my friend came over. He was like, "Hi, I come bearing gifts." I already know it's sweet, so I'm like, "Oh, well, come in, good sir." He was like, "I bought a 250, which was one spliff, right?" And he was like, "I had some shake off, which is the leaves of the weed, right? Not the bud that gets you high, the leaves." And I'm just like, "Oh, this cheap motherfucker." Okay, yeah, roll it. And
Cheap mother-
it tasted like shit. You can tell everything was old, but I gave him most of it to smoke. So I felt kind of sick, and I had to tell him to leave the place, because, you know, I wanted to so-called sleep. No, I just wanted to get rid of his poor ass out of my house once more. Anyway. So my
Wow.
sister and brother came home, you know, we chilled. I talked to my fucking brother about how weed is bad. Stop looking at me that way. And I went outside, right? And I got myself a nice 5-pack, 2 spliffs. My dealer has like a recruitment. He has like a new nigga on the scene, right? So when he leaves, the recruitment does the work for him. This guy, he says, all right, you'll just have to give the boss the money when he comes back. And then he went in his truck, he brings back the shit, and he just drops it in my hand right there. It's uncut. It's like a branch, a small piece of branch. So I have to clean it myself, then cut it up. I'm like, oh, okay. I get home, I smell this, and the thing literally smells like fucking peppermint. I'm like,
She give you a fucking pepper.
Okay,
A mint
what
branch.
the fuck? Am I supposed to make tea with this or some shit? What? And I stripped down the shake off, which is the leaves, as I said. And this branch that's supposed to be filled with bud is fucking branch. Literally. The buds are like fucking seed size, and weed seeds are very small. So I'm like, well, I guess I gotta cut this up. I'm gonna complain to my weed dealer later about this recruitment that he has, right? So I'm cutting it up. I'm like, shit, I'm going to be smoking some peppermint weed. This nigga, okay. So I roll it up and I smoke it. And this shit, it's not a trip, but I'm here smelling peppermint and it's sizzling and shit. And I'm here thinking like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta sustain myself. I got a podcast to go do. But I was just tripping, man. I wasn't high. My head was just shaking. It
So
was
you were
horrible.
high.
So yeah, my day was great. Totally great.
Don't
So
I
you were
smoked
high,
peppermint
don't do
basically.
drugs.
Gets arrested for drug possession.
Oh damn, he's got the peppermint again. Shoot him.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Golly darn.
What about you,
Next
Lazy? How was
time
your
I'll
day?
make tea with it.
I was watching Game Grumps all day
Why?
because I find them funny.
You find game? No, I'm kidding. I like Game Grumps, although I don't really watch them that much. I like Game Grumps. All right, no, please don't hate me in comment section. I know you guys like Game Grumps. All right, heck you. My day. So basically, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say I'm monkey. What I'm gonna say, I don't know. I had a really good shit. Couple like I don't know, an hour ago. No, actually no, it wasn't a good shit because it was hard as hell. All right, I don't know. Maybe like my meat consumption was just really high that day, today, but it was just fucking hard. And like I did this. I Shut up.
Constipated?
talking about shit?
My shit was hard. You know. So
You're probably not getting enough fluids. That's probably why.
yeah, I didn't drink that much fluids that I usually do, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
But like I did this, like it was so hard to come out as well. I did this
So you
ancient
were-
technique
wait.
passed down from
Was it like
generations, right?
childbirth shit? Where
No,
it
no,
hurts?
no.
Wait, so you're saying childbirth doesn't hurt?
No.
No. This is
Childbirth
worse
shit.
than childbirth. This is worse than childbirth.
Oh, you got experience, my friend.
Yeah, dude. They got experience. I did this like this ancient technique passed down through generations where I use my fart to push the shit down.
Did you do the fucking Naruto
But like
thing?
that didn't work. What Naruto
Okay.
thing?
There's an episode in Naruto where like Naruto drinks like bad milk, so he's on the toilet. So he focuses his fucking chakra and does like a ninjutsu move shit to like make the shit go through faster because he was trying to be because he shadow cloned himself into Sasuke and was about to kiss Sakura, but shit had other plans, literally.
And then this clone had to go take a shit, right? And all the other clones had to go take a shit as well.
No. This is when he like he like camouflaged himself as Sasuke, who was trying to kiss Sakura. Ironically, he never tried that again, which I'm surprised about.
Well, fuck, man. I thought I had the episode right, but okay, yeah. So yeah, that was just an ordeal and a half, but I'm living still, so you know, I disposed of it. It's fine now. But my God, I need to drink or something. So yeah, that was my life. Other than that, we're all sick basically. Which brings us to our first topic. What is your worst sickness experience? Anyone want to go first?
I almost died once.
Same, dude. Oh my God. But tell me yours first.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I'm dead.
So
Yeah, I was gonna do the meme. Fuck you.
So when I was a freshman in high school, I caught walking pneumonia, which is actually very deadly. I caught it from my nephew, who was actually in the hospital during the time. And while he was in the hospital, I had to stay home, like, dying in my mom's room because I was originally living in the basement, but my mom's like, no, you need drier conditions. So I was just laying there, and I could, like, feel death coming towards me. And I had insomnia at the same time. It was so hard to breathe. I could feel every muscle moving my lungs, and it hurt so much.
Wait. Can you tell us the symptoms of, like, the core symptoms of pneumonia?
So,
walking pneumonia?
Okay, so,
I guess.
Yeah, walking pneumonia, it's very similar. One is just harsher than the other.
Not to be confused with, like, running pneumonia or flying pneumonia. This one is walking pneumonia.
So walking pneumonia is, like, going towards pneumonia. It's going to be bad. So walking pneumonia pretty much is just, like, you have, like, a pain in your lungs. It's so heavy and hard to breathe. And, like, your sinuses just hurt. Your entire body is so freaking overheated nonstop because your body's trying to fight the virus that's inside of you. And then once you finally cool off, you're freezing until your body warms up again. And because your lungs are hurting so much, you can feel them against your rib cage as you're physically breathing. So you can't even sleep. So you're just laying in bed non-stop for days on end for like a week or even more, just trying to get through it, hoping that you don't die. And it sucked. And when I came back to school the next week, nobody believed me. I was gonna die. My mom thought I was gonna die. She was getting shit ready if the worst came to worse.
Digging a hole.
She was digging a hole.
Right,
no. She was like seriously worried. She's like, because walking pneumonia isn't contagious unless like it's very weird. Like, it's not contagious, but somehow it can be passed through somehow. But I don't know, it fucking sucked. Like, I was just waiting for it to end. So like, once I finally got over my illness though, I slept for like 2-3 days straight. It was amazing. I woke up with all the energy in the world. Unfortunately, it was in the evening, but I was good.
You had an eternal slumber after fighting the battle of
giants. Oh yeah, also I didn't eat for that entire time. I was just like nibbling crackers. So I was healthy and I fucking ate like, I think like 3 meals straight. My mom was like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I appreciated life more.
Breathe, mother.
I appreciated life more after my illness. But yeah, that is my story. Top that, bitches. Just kidding.
No, I know. No, this is a challenge. So, what about you, Lazy?
Okay, so, mine isn't as worse. But, like, it started, like, a whole...
Fuck you, man. Like, honestly, you're so fucking healthy. Bitch-ass nigga.
It's not
Get
like...
sick.
Get sick, kids. Am I right?
It's not like I was gonna die or anything, but, like, it was fucking bad. Pretty much,
He's not a cool kid.
Yes. Also, have you heard of this thing that, like, babies get called hand, foot, and mouth disease? They get, like, bumps all over their fucking body. Like, basically, like, they get bumps all over their hands, feet, and mouth.
Nah.
Okay,
I
Pretty
think
much.
my brother had that. I'm not sure.
The thing is, like, for babies, it's fucking, like, you know, who the fuck cares? Like, it doesn't bother them. But apparently, to fucking growing boys and fucking, like, fucking, like, people who aren't fucking babies, it itches. But for fucking me, apparently, I had a fucking worse version. So instead of itching, it fucking hurt. So I was pretty much disabled.
Oh shit.
You ever just work out?
Oh yeah,
like,
that story.
Wait. You ever just like work out like your arm and it gets like fucking sore and it hurts
Oh
when you move it?
yeah. So, wait,
It was
like
kind of
that?
like that, but for my entire body.
Oh yeah, just have like
Oh.
have a freaking hit day that you haven't done forever. You'll feel like that.
So yeah, pretty
Jesus
much
Christ.
it literally hurt. It was extremely contagious. So I had to stay in my room. I got it from my fucking baby nephew, fucking cunt. I was the only person to fucking get it.
Wow. Okay.
I was literally the only person to get it. And I was never near the fucking baby.
Shit.
Oh Jesus Christ, that is horrible.
The thing is, I don't know why. Like, I'm the only person that got it. My mom didn't get it. His fucking father didn't get it. His mother didn't get it. I'm the only one who got it. I was the one
sounds really
farthest away from the
bad.
fucking baby.
Now you know
Sounds
how I
really
feel when I get a
fucking bad.
cold.
Speaking the worst about this fucking baby.
This
Yeah, this little baby
This
that
little
just
shit right
doesn't
here.
know anything. This little piece of shit.
See that little
So
shit?
yeah, pretty
See that little
much. Yeah,
shit?
I was just like borderline disabled for like 2 months.
Yeet.
And
Okay.
I
also
think
apparently,
me and-
according to Google, it lasts longer. Because I googled how long it usually lasts for adults. It said 3 to 7 days. For me, it lasted like 2 months.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Jesus. Okay. Fuck.
You sure you're not exaggerating that, buddy?
I'm honestly
Okay.
not. Ask fucking Puma.
I forgive you for not being sick now. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I think me and Proda have the similar story.
No.
So,
Steph, you tell yours
you go
first. You tell yours first. No.
Nah, you go first. Yeah, you go first.
All right, fam. All right. If you want me to say it first. So, I was like fucking like 7 when this happened. And one day, by the way, just to preface, in Guyana, right, we have really shit water. Like, it's really bad. Like, if you pour out the water into like a container and you look at it, it's like slightly brown. So it's like Africa level bad, right?
Oh, so like
But
chocolate milk. Gotcha.
Oh Jesus, that's some brown, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, so one day my cousins were like, "Oh God, I'm so thirsty, but there's no water." I know, let's drink water from the pipe. Cause
Oh
that's
wait,
fun.
is it that one thing you talked about in that one animated story time you made?
Yep, and I'm gonna say it again. For all the viewers who weren't around that time. Although it's unprivated now. So enjoy. Subscribe to my channel and follow me. Anyway, so basically what we did was we drank the water. We even like froze it into ice cubes and everything, and we basically just put dirty water in dirty water. And we just fucking downed it, and it was refreshing. But little did I know what was coming for me. So what happened was I woke up and just this really shit headache started to engulf me, right? So that was one thing. And then now my stomach was just killing me. So now I could barely move because my abdomen was just like, "Hey buddy, fuck you." And I basically was just immobile. Right? And then what happened next was my stomach just cramped up and I just vomited right there and then. And like this happened, and like also like I was just fucking shitting out the ass the whole entire time. So it was just diarrhea and vomiting, right?
I love how you had to explain
And-
that you were shitting out of the ass.
Yeah.
Where else
yeah.
you gonna do it?
You know? Maybe other places, but we don't talk
Out
about
the
that.
mouth.
Anyway.
Shit out the mouth, vomit out the ass.
We don't talk about that.
Vomit out the ass.
We don't talk about it. No, 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 no.
It was really bad, right? Because one time I was like eating, I think I talked about this in the animated story because I was eating. Yeah. We were memeing. I was memeing around with my cousins and we were talking about just random shit. And I was eating like since my appetite. By the way, my appetite was absolute ass when I was sick as well. Like I had like I couldn't eat bread. Bread is nice, especially where I live. We take pride in our bread. So
Yeah.
I couldn't even eat bread, and I was just sipping on like I think it was just tea, and we were memeing around, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fart now, and I went to fart, but I shat myself in the chair, and they just made fun of me as I just shat myself,
I'm gonna fart
and I was
now.
in my towel as well.
I'm just
Like,
laughing at
right?
every shit joke today.
I'm like, the lag is bad, by the way. I don't
It
know.
honestly is.
This is all you hear is like fucking stuff robotically laughing. But anyways, so it won't happen. It won't happen in the audio though. So my guardian, I think it was my mom, or maybe it was my aunt, but one of them carried me to the doctor, and the doctor said I had a disease called, it's a waterborne disease called gastroenteritis,
Oh shit.
right? And that
Literally.
exact same day, I literally, like, in the hospital, I was just like, what? And then, like, a couple minutes after, I just vomited again in the fucking, like, the thing in the hospital. Right? It was really fucking shit. Right? And then after that now, right, after that subsided, I went to school, and my teacher's like, hey, so, like, why are you non-existent for the past week? And I was like, ma'am, I was sick with gastroenteritis. And she was like, gastro? My sister died of gastro. I'm like, you can die from and I was just, what the shit? Right?
Gastro. My sister died from that.
And it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Billy Mays here. So basically what happened next, right, was this was years after, right? This happened twice. I could have died twice. So I was playing Harvest Moon on the computer, and the same symptoms happened, but this time I knew what was coming. So what I did, PTSD. So what I did was I ran to the toilet and just fucking let my guts out in the fucking toilet. Like, it felt like I was actually gonna die, like from just my intestines dislocating. It was really bad. And I was so, like, it drained me of energy that I literally sat in the toilet and I fell asleep in the toilet. And I was, it was retarded. And also, like, I was like, okay, and also I was shitting as well. I just have to preface that as well, you know. I was
Fell
fucking
asleep
shitting too.
inside the toilet
And-
while taking a shit.
I was shitting in my
I literally
sleep.
fell asleep. I didn't shit in my sleep, thank God. Jesus. That would suck. And then, like, when it was time for me to sleep, right, I was so paranoid that, like, I slept half naked. Literally bare arse. Fucking dick and balls out, just flapping in the breeze, just sleeping on the ground. And there was, like, and just for extra precaution, there was, like, a fucking bowl near me to do whatever the hell I had to do just in case I couldn't, move, because that's a very big part of it. My stomach is really bad, so I immobile, cripple,
Crippling.
and yeah, could have died twice. Yeah, I topped all of you guys so far, so fuck you.
So, I'm gonna tell the gastro one first because I just remembered another sickness that was more painful than gastro, but gastro outbeats it because it lasted longer, so it was even more horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell the gastro one first. So, I don't know how I came around with this sickness, right? Because I never really got that sick. Mostly a cough, yeah, stuffy nose, sore throat. Yeah, fine. That's a normal thing around the year. But this was like around the first time I ever got that sick. So I was feeling weak, feeling a bit shit. And then I hate vomiting, alright? I hate it so much that I know, like, like a well half hour before I'm going to vomit. I feel it in my throat. I'm like, oh, I am going to vomit soon. Sooner or later, I'm going to puke, and I can't stop that. So I feel it. I feel the feeling. I just try to ignore it. And I couldn't ignore it. I literally bolted to the fucking like toilet and I just let my guts go into that toilet. Everything just went in there. My lunch, my guts, my brain, everything went in there. Cause I swear to God, when I was done, I couldn't think. I was just there with tears in my eyes, vomit through my nose and mouth, and I was just there like,
Wait, you vomited through your nose?
Yo, it came out that rapidly that it came out through
Oh my
nose,
God.
nigga. It was bad. I could smell vomit for like the whole day. That's how bad it was.
Oh.
I was like, I couldn't move. I was in the chair weak as shit. I remember I couldn't even eat bread, and I was fine with that because the bread over here is shit. I wasn't introduced to Guyanese bread yet because I lived over here for like the whole of my life. But yeah, the bread is here is shit, so I didn't mind. But I had to eat them Eclipse biscuits. Ugh, they were dry.
Crackers.
I had to sip on Powerade. I was just weak. The food was bad, but thank God it was not as bad as feeling that bad. I can't even explain it. It was horrible. And the shitting was uncontrollable. It was like someone raped me in the ass. I couldn't stop when I was shitting. Alright? I couldn't stop. I was so weak that I couldn't even shower. My mom had to shower me. My mom unironically took the time out of her day to fucking come and shower her like what? I don't know, 12-year-old son? So yeah, I needed help walking around. I didn't want to walk around. I couldn't even click buttons on the remote to change what was playing on YouTube. I was watching some cringy shit on YouTube. And some shit started playing that even I thought was cringy as a 12-year-old. And I couldn't stop it. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch it.
Suffer through the grade.
Yes, I suffered. Alright.
I'm dying.
I'm only figuring it out this today after Broda just said it, but I could have died as well. Because I remember going to the doctor gave my mom these pills and she was like, yeah, you got gastro, you gotta take these shits. I didn't like taking them shits, but I had to take them shits.
And if you didn't take those shits, you had to take shits. Literally. Because diarrhea.
Literally. Those shits, dude. Oh, God. Every time
Doesn't
I
it
vomited,
suck like... Oh, yeah?
it
Continue.
came through my nose. Every time I vomited, it came through my nose.
Doesn't it suck like when you vomit, you have to like... When you have gastro, especially for me, I had to... I wanted to just constantly brush my teeth. Because just my mouth
Yes.
smelled like
Oh my
vomits.
God. I was always washing out my mouth and brushing my teeth. It was... Oh. Because like your stomach acids and shit.
Yeah, it's
God,
really fucking
super
bad. Like...
And the worst part is you can't even control your body. Like when you're vomiting, you involuntarily like move forward.
Yeah,
Your
you
whole
heave
body
forward
just
and you...
thrusts
Yeah.
forward.
Well, one time I was
Oh.
vomiting and my aunt was like, "What are you doing?" Right? She was stopping. She was pulling me back. She was pulling me back from just vomiting to feel better because your body's just getting rid of shit because it's like that bad. And she was pulling me back. I don't know how I mustered up the strength, but she was probably just being that annoying that I literally just shoved her back and I'm like, "Leave me alone." So I can continue vomiting.
Yo, speaking of vomiting, I have a
Yeah,
small
but that
story.
was I felt better after that, and it was I was like, oh fuck, my ass is not gonna feel the same for the rest of my life. My throat tastes like vomit, although I brushed my teeth like 5 times already. But you know what? I feel better now. I can eat bread.
I can eat bread.
I ate like I never ate in my life after that sickness.
you appreciate
Oh, no.
food, right? Like you appreciate like consumption of nutrients.
It
It's
could
actually
be plain white rice. You appreciate that shit.
yeah, yeah. Happy your story.
Okay, so I had like I don't know what it was, but when I was in high school, I had this thing like it would happen every now and again where like you know that feeling where you have to puke, but you can't.
Dry
Oh,
Like
heaving
yeah.
or dry heaving?
like you're on like the verge of like okay, I need to puke, but you never do.
Yo,
So
Yeah.
my
yo,
It's
that
it's
shit.
it's
yeah,
it's
so
called
my
dry
so
heaving,
my
by the
mom
way.
tried to explain to me that like your body pukes to get rid of like poison and like all like bad stuff that's like going through your stomach. And she's like, "Well, why don't you just force yourself to puke?" And I'm like, "How the fuck do you do that?" So she taught me how to like the two finger trick with the throat. So my
Oh
mom
god.
literally taught me like bulimic tricks to like force
I was
myself
gonna
to
make the
throw.
joke. Oh my god.
She
Yeah.
taught you how to
Hell
be a
yeah.
Yeah,
model.
no, funny thing, I tried it. I can't be bulimic. I couldn't do it. Like I tried it. I'm like, damn it, it's not working. And my mom was like, no, you have to like do this. I'm like, how do you know how to do this? I'm concerned for
Your
you,
mom was the
woman.
popular kid when
My
she was
mom.
younger.
Oh yeah, it's true,
She was the popular girl, you know?
true.
Was she?
I have no idea. I should call her up one day.
Yeah.
We'll go back to this.
Mom, were you popular when you were younger? Because you know they do bulimic stuff really well. You worry me.
Alright, well, I want to introduce you guys to my second most painful fucking sickness.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's called chikungunya. You know that thing? That meme that was going
Yeah,
around?
the disease chicken gun,
The
yeah.
mosquito.
The
Mosquitoes
mosquito.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I caught that. I remember waking up and I felt weak as shit and I thought it was just me being tired. So I got up because I had to get ready for school and shit. And then as soon as I would like walk 2 steps, I dropped down to the fucking floor. And I don't know if it was my sister or my mother, but someone just ran towards me. I was like, fucking dude, you alright? I was like, no, I'm not alright.
Fucking
Like-
dude, you right?
Yeah.
So
So my
imagine
mom
like
was
your
like,
little
"You
sister going, fucking dude. You right?
Oh shit. All jokes aside, I was in fucking pain, like all over. It felt like I was my muscles were just sore everywhere, especially in like my joints. My joints were paining like a bitch. And people are like, "Hey, maybe you should not go to school." And this was in third year. That's when around me and Marshawn were best friends, so I would go to school just to talk to him, or
Huh.
I would, yeah. That's the only reason I really went to school, though. I mean, I had to go to school to learn shit, but if some topics were on that day that I don't like, and Rashawn didn't go to that school, I'd probably just skip. But I was like,
Yeah.
no, must go school now.
Yes.
It was a
Yes,
pain
we
to
gotta-
get ready. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't even walk to school by myself. My mom helped me walk to school. They told everyone my condition. They told the teachers my condition, and I just, as soon as I got into my class, I went to the first chair that I saw in the front row, and I just sat down. I was just there in pain, and I was uncontrollably crying. My tears were just coming. I was like, oh fuck, man, this pain. This is a piece of shit, right? My body is on fire. My joints are just destructing themselves. I can't even English right now. They're just
Destructing
destroying themselves. And then Rashawn comes in, and this was around the time where I was really depressed as well. And he saw tears on his desk, so he was like, "What's wrong now?" I was like, "I'm sick," and he was like, "Oh," he was surprised I was not depressed.
Yeah, I was like, okay, who fucking shot in your soup today? And he's like, I'm actually sick. Oh, Snow, okay.
He was surprised. He was like, "Oh, well, better."
Nani?
So everyone had to go to games, PE, They called it
Yeah.
games. Cringe.
Yeah, we call it games because PE is actually fun. When I heard that people like hate PE, I'm like, why do you hate physical education? It's so fun.
Lazy Americans.
Y'all niggas lazy.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
my nigga had to go. Everyone went to PE. I was just stuck there. I had to sit next to Miss Jules, which was a teacher there. She promised my mom she'd keep an eye on me. I was just there lying down in pain, walls burning like I was in the pits of hell, whilst these young children were spelling words and sounding retarded. H-E-E-A-T, heat. No. So eventually I had to go home, right? I don't know how. I was walking super slow, which was terrible, but I couldn't walk any faster. I was just slowly grinding my way to get back home. And I was just home in pain for most of the day. I was hot but cold in the night. I couldn't explain it. Like for the whole day, like every day, I couldn't even sleep because of the pain in my joints and all over my body. And the nights were worse because, as I said, I was hot but cold. I literally wanted a sheet around my body, although my body was blazing hot, because I still felt super fucking cold. And my mom was like, no, take off the sheet, you need to cool down. I was like, no, I'm fucking cold, but I'm very hot. She was like, well, take off the fucking sheet. I'm like, no. So what I did, I did this thing where my pits were really hot specifically, so I put my hands in my pits just to keep a little warmth because I felt cold but hot at the same time. So I used to do that every night because my mom refuses to give me a sheet. So yeah, basically a monkey. My eyes hurt a lot.
Just fuck off.
That's part of the reason why I was crying because like my eyes felt like they were gonna burst. It was bad. But as I said, it didn't really last that long. Not as long as fucking gastro. So that would be my number 2 most painful sickness in the fucking world.
Yo, I got
Yeah, gastro is actual cancer.
my boys. I got 2 bits. So one of them is actually a really funny story. The other one is like a hypothetical.
All right.
Okay. So I actually, like, you guys probably know this, but like I sometimes sleepwalk and sleep talk. So apparently one time when I was really sick with like the stuff I have now, but it was way worse, like my sinuses were like shit. I was talking like this entire time and it was so shit. Apparently I got up, my sister and I were sharing a room. I got up from like my nap. I walked over, grabbed my wallet, and I'm like, go get me a burrito. I was sleepwalking and talking to my sister, like, no, go lay the fuck down. Like, I threw my wallet at her, like, pathetically, like, go and get me burritos. I want 2 and potato Lays. She's like, what about a do? I'm like, fuck yeah, what about a do? She's like, okay, I'll go get them for you. Go to sleep. I'm like, okay. So I went back to sleep. I woke up. I don't remember any of this. I don't. My sister told me the story. So I woke up like an hour or 2 later because my siblings were like laughing their asses off, and I go upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys on about? And they're like, dude. So they tell me the story I just told you guys. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, man. I'm like, no, where the fuck's my burrito? And apparently my mom went to
Priorities.
go get it. My mom, oh my gosh, she was nice enough to go drive out and get it. Unfortunately, though, she did use my money for it. Because I threw my wallet at her.
Happy's money.
Okay, second thing. Okay, I actually suffer from migraines. Do you guys?
I had
No,
a couple.
You have a what?
I had a couple in my life.
Okay.
I think
What do you-
just had headaches?
What
are you, a
are,
teenage
like,
girl?
No, it was definitely a migraine.
because, like, I suffer from, like, getting migraines, but I also get stress migraines, which are the worst in the world.
That's what you get. That's what you sleepwalk. Most likely, that's why you sleepwalk and sleep talk, is you have like a lot of fucking stress.
Possibly, but like stress migraines suck because like my first one I ever had, I was stressed out because I had to go to a concert choir because I had to sing. And I was so stressed from it. I had a headache and like I felt like sick before, but then it moved to my head and my head just started killing me. And so like I winced at the pain. I fell to the floor and my mom's like, "Oh my god, what the heck's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I can't see. I went blind.
What?
I went blind and like
I'm blind.
like I was light sensitive. I could see light, but I couldn't see at all." And so my mom had me go lay down, and so she called like a doctor that she knows. She's like, "Yo, is my daughter dying or something?" And they're like, "No. She just suffers from migraines. Just give her headache
Nah,
medicine.
she's just
She'll
Helen
be
Keller
good.
right now. You know?
Like she'll be good." And my mom didn't understand what migraines were like. And that's when they came out with like this VR thing where you can like watch as like somebody's dealing with a migraine. So my mom one day was giving me shit because she's like, "Oh, migraines aren't that big of a deal." So I showed her the video of it, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's what you go through." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then try having your vision blur out, and then you don't see anything. I don't know, because it's like
Jesus Christ.
like the percentage of people who suffer from migraines is growing, but they don't know the reason why. So I'm like, "Yo, can anybody relate? Can anybody?"
No, I mean, Steph can relate to sleepwalking, because one time, he's such a, like, Steph is, what the fuck is wrong with you, mate? You actually have, like, something wrong with you. My boy, like, he sleepwalks so hard that you can have, like, a full conversation with him and he would not remember. Like, I remember one time, right, I was chilling, he was sleeping, Steph was sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And then, but I was up playing, I don't know, probably just watching YouTube or some shit. And I saw a cockroach, right, fly down from the ceiling, right? And since Steph just went to sleep, he probably didn't even enter REM yet. He was like, "Oh, I'm awake, yeah, sure." So I was like, okay, I could bother him. So basically, I was like, "Steph, a cockroach," right? Because I know he's like deathly afraid of those things. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to fuck with him. So he jumped up, right? He jumped up into like ape walk position, right? With his like knuckles on the bed. And he just goes over to the edge of the bed like, "What? Cockroach?" And he just looks at me with like the most red eyes because he's like sleeping. Right? I'm just like, "Bro, you stoned? You probably are." And like he went, he looked and he just saw nothing. He's like, "There's no cockroach." And then he just went back to sleep. Right? And I was like, "Oh, well, okay, rip." So the day after, I'm like, "Steph, so blah, 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 cockroach, blah." And I just reminded him. And he's just like, "What? I didn't do that." I was like, "You don't remember you literally getting up, having a conversation with me, looking me in the eye? Was I looking at like a dead man? Was I looking at a vessel, a body, a shell of a man? What once was? What was that, dude? You seriously didn't remember anything, Steph?"
No, I to this day I do not know what you were talking about. I can't remember doing any of that. But it's fine. I also wanted to relate to that with another memory of me sleepwalking that my parents told me. Apparently, right, this was a little while back, further than that moment. So, my parents were watching TV, and we had it on a TV stand, so it was slightly tilted up. You had to slightly tilt your head up, so when someone's watching a TV. So they were watching TV, they were chilling, and I apparently came and I sat right between them. I said like good night or some shit. I basically just said something formal, and then I literally started to watch the TV with my eyes shut. I walked in front. I was sleepwalking. I headed in front. I sat down in the chair. I said good night or some shit, or yeah, have a good night or some shit. And I was literally watching the TV with my eyes shut. My parents knew I was just watching the TV, not gazing into the distance, because my head was tilted up to where the TV is. Like, what the fuck?
hell?
My eyes are shut. I'm like,
Niggas
I'm
are
like,
sleepwalking
nah.
fucking SpongeBob with his eyes closed.
And then I just randomly get up
like randomly get up and walk back to my bed, and I went to sleep. I do not know why, but yeah, that happened. I went in front, said goodnight, watched TV with my eyes shut, and went back to sleep, and didn't remember anything.
What the fuck
No.
is the human body is absolutely retarded sometimes.
Dude, like
Like sometimes you can just be like sometimes you're like okay you're on top of things, you know, you're a normal person, and then another time you're just your brain farts and shits all over itself. It shitted and farted all over itself and just completely just destroys your mind. It's weird.
Yeah. Speaking of sleeping,
Thanos fart.
oh god. Speaking of sleeping, I don't know, but when I was younger, I had this a lot where like when you were going to go sleep, like you close your eyes, try to sleep, open your eyes, it's still dark. Then you blink and it's morning, and it's like what the fuck? And it's been like hours
Oh, it
yeah.
happened to
later.
me so many times. It's fucking weird.
And then like you wake up and you're like either like you feel like you got hit by a truck or like you're not even well rested, so you're still tired. So you try to go back to sleep and your mom's like, "Come on, get up. Get up. You missed church. Come on, get up." And it's like
You missed church.
like fuck I'm like, "But Mom, I'm 6 years old. I don't care." She's like, "You're gonna go with
I
you're
don't
the hell with
care.
that talk." Just drag me.
I'm 6
she's
years
like-
old. I
she's
don't
like-
care.
Yeah, my mom sometimes would not want to go to church alone, so I'd be the only one that actually would wake up early enough. But the times I wanted to sleep in, my mom would wake me up to go to church with her because apparently I scared the nuns one time. So, hey, no, apparently I had
You're
the
her
call.
bodyguard.
Yes, my sleepwalking is the call of God. No. Apparently, I had a dream of like a religious moment, but I just shunned it. I'm like, yeah, no, that was just a dream. It wasn't a calling how like nuns and like brothers and like priests see it as. So like the
Have to
nuns
pay
are like, what the
respect, man.
fuck?
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Second coming? Ha,
No, I don't believe in that.
Second coming of Satan. I love voice cracks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard that. Thank God that is recorded. Alright, cool. So
I'm cutting
yeah,
that
like,
out.
No, you're not. You are not
Okay,
cutting
I'm
that
not.
out
I'm
in
not
any
cutting it
capacity.
out.
You leave that in. That is beautiful. You're beautiful. You're lovely. I love you. I'm
I ship
confessing
it.
my feelings.
Kidding.
Stop.
Will you be mine? Will you be mine, lazy? No, but like yeah. Speaking of sleeping, I remember this was recent. Not super recent, but definitely recent. My mom recently opened up a makeup store, and so I work there now. For less than minimum wage, and it's you know, I could be off doing worse things. So basically, right, I was really sleepy, and usually I just sit back in like we have like two comfortable ass chairs near a window, and I sit back in one of them, the more comfortable one, and I just instantly I'm gone, I'm out, right? So I'm sleeping, right? And I have this really vivid like dream where these people walked in the makeup store. So I was in the makeup store dreaming of the makeup store.
Oh, you're having a
So-
realistic dream.
Yeah, one of those dreams. Like one of those realistic dreams where you wake up and you're like, "Oh my god." You know, like oh, did I eat the banana or some shit? So what happened was these people walk in the makeup store, right? So I was sitting on the chair. I was still sitting in the chair that I'm sitting in. But you know, since I'm sleeping in my real body, but in the dream body I'm like looking at them, but I'm in the chair still. And they're like, "Yeah, can you show us this product?" and like blah blah blah, you know, just to help them around the store. So I was like, "All right, yeah, let me just get up. Let me just get up." And I'm like trying to get up. And I
you're
wouldn't
fucking
get up.
paralyzed.
It wasn't it's like you're jerking yourself up, but you're not going up. It's like you're glued, you know? And I'm like, fuck, right? Like, I'm just there like, oh my god. So, I was absolutely terrified, right? And I woke up instantly. I was like, oh my god. Oh. And I actually got up. I'm like, oh, thank God. And like the same day, I think it was the same day, or maybe it was the day after. I was dreaming, right? And I was sitting in a chair. Yeah, it was. I was sitting in the more uncomfortable one. Both of them are comfortable, but one of them is like more soft. I was sitting in the harder one. So I sat. So I was sleeping again, and my ass started hurting. Right. So I got up. Right. Walked to the chair that was soft. Sat down. And then I closed my eyes again. I opened my eyes back again, and I was back in the hard chair. So I did it again, and I was back in the hard chair. And I kept repeating that over and over again. And then I was like, oh, Jesus. I jumped out of my sleep once again. I was sleeping the whole time, and then I was like, okay, what the fuck? One more try. And then I got up and I actually went to the fucking soft chair. And then my ass stopped hurting. It was nice.
And then my ass stopped hurting.
My mom was just busy on her phone, like, oh. I was like, Mom, I just had it. And she's like, don't care, mate. Just go. Yeah, okay.
Mom, I was tripping balls, alright? I was in this chair and I was in that chair. And then I didn't go to that chair. I was in this chair the whole fucking time.
It was weird as shit.
You know,
Fucking sleep is so. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, dude, the dreams that like suck the most are like the ones that like have physical consequences. Like when I was like really little, I was like tiny bean, and I think my sister and I had like a nightmare or something, so we were sleeping in my mom's bed. Well, like I had a dream where I was like coasting down like a river bend, and then a waterfall was coming up, and somehow I was like tied to a log, and I was like drowning at one point, and then like getting up, and then I was about to fall off. Then my sister like pushed me off the bed because she thought it'd be funny.
Wow, dick.
I don't
I
know.
had a dream.
Yeah, those
something-
dreams are oddly related to things that happen in real life.
Oh yeah, those dreams.
I had a
remember.
dream.
Pieces of shit.
I had a dream. Like, you know those YouTube videos of like, oh, we're gonna test these kids and see if they're gonna get fucking caught by this pedophile.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much I was like walking through a park. Then out of nowhere, this fucking weird like gray van shows up and fucking Joey Salads walks out of it.
Joey Salad.
Yeah, Joey Salads. Joey Salads fucking walks out of the fucking van with like 3 other niggas. And they're like, hey, you want to ride? I'm like, nah. They're like, are you sure? I said, yeah.
Nah.
And then they're like, you're gonna get in this fucking van. And they started fucking going after me. I ran away. One of them grabbed my leg. I fell. I kicked him. And I woke up and I kicked the shit out of my fucking wall.
Okay. I have one. So, I had a dream, right? This is a really short one, or at least like the ending. I had a dream that like a bunch of people had like fucking baseball bats and were just beating the shit out of my face, like just like going to town on me. And I woke up and it was just my aunt waking me up by smashing me in the face with like a pillow. It was wholesome.
Dude, fever dreams are like the philosophy of dreams, because like real shit happens in that stuff. Like it's too realistic for it not to. I swear.
Yeah,
I have 2 things to say on this sleeping shit,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right.
First thing, I really hate those dreams that literally make you feel like shit. Like those dreams that are like so emotional, like movie type emotional, that makes me wakes up in like tears and shit.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Make me finna play sad XXX Tentacion and shit, you know.
Sad
Oh my
violin.
God.
Got me here depressed in my bed when I'm supposed to be waking up to a sunny morning eating bacon and shit. You know, I'm here crying and saying everything sucks in life. You know, I
Imagine
hate
waking
those.
up with tears in your eyes.
Yeah, it happened to me multiple times, so yeah, it's normal. And the second thing, this recently happened. I was like cold, sleeping. Breeze is literally hitting my face. The fan was angled and the breeze was just hitting directly in my face, and I didn't like it. So you know what I do? I simply chose to like turn around, So when I turned around, my forehead hit into this piece of wood so fucking hard. I literally yelled, "Ah!" That fully woke me up. Oh god. I literally, like, the force of how I turned around. I turned around and just like that. And then I just,
Oh my
it was
God.
painful.
Oh,
It was
I had
painful. Alright.
I had this dream where, like, once again, it was like the ending, where, like, I had a coin in my hand, right? And since I was really poor, I just gripped it real fucking hard. And when I gripped it, I woke up, right? And I could still feel, like, the remnants of the coin in my hand. So I woke up and I was like, I was checking my sheets and shit. I was like, wait, fucking coin, where is it? Fucking checking for a coin.
You're checking for the coin because you're broke as fuck.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
a fucking coin is... Yeah.
I was gonna point out, like,
Yeah, continue, Happy.
fucking nightmares, dude. So, pretty much dreams, all they are just, like, mixed up movies from, like, what you've seen and heard. And just, like, mixed up together. Dude, this is, like, the number one reason why I don't watch horror films. Because if my nightmares already are fucking me over, I don't want to get fuel to that.
I would imagine, you know?
Heat.
So, you don't watch horror at all?
No, I don't watch anything with horror, scary stuff, or anything like that. Cause my nightmares are already fucked up as it is. It goes all like psychological on you, like this is your deepest fear currently, and it's like, shit.
Honestly, agreed. Like, I don't... Not because... Like, the reason why I don't watch horror shit is because it's that feeling after you watch a horror movie where you're super fucking paranoid, even if the movie isn't scary at all in any capacity, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You still get super paranoid.
yeah, like, movies nowadays, like, predictable as shit. Even the jump scares, I know what happens. Like, I'm into video making now. I commend them for how well they scare the audience. Like, it's like, you know how cancerous I am with that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's still that paranoid feeling after you watch it. You're still, like, looking over your shoulder. When you're taking a shower, you still pull the fucking thing to see, you know?
You hear like a fucking Brussels outside. It's just a fucking chicken walking, but you're like, nigga, what the fuck?
It's a cock
Literally,
passing
it's
by, but
bad.
hell no.
It's
It's a cock passing by, but
No.
I'm gonna go grab my Glock. No.
She grabbed
Like,
on
I
the
remember
Glock.
watching
oh
a
my God.
fucking horror movie with Proto. I'm lying down right next to this nigga, but I still feel like someone's watching me through the window because the curtain isn't fucking blocking it. It's just tied up. The blinds are just like tied up, so the window, you can see through the window. Every time I just, like, I couldn't sleep because every 5 minutes I was just looking over to see if anyone was staring at me.
Yeah.
And
that's
eventually I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna look
Oh.
over because I might just end up actually seeing someone look at me, and I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just keep my eyes shut.
Yeah, one thing I hate though.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Like,
And I just had to try to sleep with feeling two eyes piercing my back. Oh,
That is bad, dude. Like, just the feeling of, like, someone watching you through a window is fucking terrifying. Like, just seeing, like, I don't know why, but the scary shit, like, I always imagine, if I ever have that paranoid feeling, it's like someone with extremely dilated pupils just staring me down without blinking, looking at me.
yeah. Oh.
It's
Speaking of
Oh,
staring
no,
at
let's,
people,
let's
man,
skip
you sure
that.
do look nice today. I can see you through your computer screen. How's it going?
rather sleep
Yo,
tonight,
yo,
you
my
know,
boy, I
brother?
kind of want to sleep, especially since I'm like sitting in front of a fucking window and I'm on the first floor. So,
I just imagine some creepy shit.
Please stop,
like-
please
You
stop,
guys
please
want to
stop.
sleep? I just want to blink and have it be day.
Yes, yes.
I want to blink.
I
That's
want
the
to
thing,
blink.
like, it's so retarded, right? Because, like, when you actually want it to be day really fast and you're scared, night takes 2 billion years.
No, it's like, hush, no. Let's make this horrible for you, so that way you can suffer
Yeah.
tomorrow.
subscribe to my channel. Trust me, it's great. here.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The World.
But
Like,
yeah,
I mean, I would imagine, right? If someone just blasts through my door and just tried to attack me, I would get scared, but I would like my instant body reflexes would be to kick him away or some shit while like in fear, as a reaction. But if I walk up to someone like staring me down from my window, oh my god, I would bolt.
Steph mode.
yo, I would just
and
fucking
hide.
shit myself. Honestly, shit myself on the spot.
I would like, I would freak the. I probably would faint, honestly, cause
No,
shit.
what happens when I'm scared is that I freeze and I snap my neck to where the shit is coming from, and I just freeze and I stare at whatever's freaking me out for like a long.
If somebody's
period of time.
creepily staring at you, creepily stare back.
Stare back.
Yo, I want
Challenge
somebody.
you.
I want somebody to honestly, like, those romance movies where a guy's looking up at like the girl's apartment window, and then she looks out and she can see him staring up. And it's like all fantasy music. I want somebody to make that, but use like horror music in the background.
Yeah, that'd be a trip.
no, they
wouldn't
start
it?
with the nice romantic music and shit. Right?
But then that
and then they switch to him, and then it switches to him staring up, and there's just this creepy ass dilated pupil ass stare
God.
going up to her, and it's too high for her to see the creepiness. But when every time it switches to his face, it's just some creepy ass music, and him just like,
boyo stuff. Please stop, my dude. You too imaginative. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na.
this is why I can't sleep when I think of things like this.
Dude,
'cause
you
then
want to know
freak
what I
out.
do if I can't sleep? I literally just watch like YouTubers that like bring joy and shit. Cause it's like, their stupidity brings me joy.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Yes. Top
Hello,
of
everyone. My name is Markiplier.
the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye.
My name is Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Lush, and I am just.
Leon Lush.
Hey guys, Afma here. Fucking hell.
dodging dildos. Funny.
Yo, we've been recording for
Anyway.
like over an hour.
What is up, everybody?
The thing is that like we did
It's
so much like pre-recording banter that we need to record more.
God damn it.
So, anyways,
I
so
mean,
speaking of
like the banter was only like 5 minutes long.
Yo, can we call this podcast was it a sick sleep scare?
dreams or some shit.
No, it's a
S.
it's sick sleep scare. You get 3 S's. Yeet.
No, happy belated spoopy day.
Happy belated
Halloween
It's a little
edition.
too late for
Ooh, we
that.
could do like
Six
this could be
spooks.
like a Halloween special or some shit.
We're not making this a Halloween special. We're like
It's a
6
s-
days
it's a
late.
Yes,
fucking
I'm
sex.
titling it Halloween special. Fuck all you guys.
God damn
No.
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
my idea. So I win. Ha! Fuck you guys. Yeah.
Halloween special in fucking November.
So, speaking
Okay.
of scary shit, there was this one time
God damn
where
it.
I watched this one gore manga, right? And once again, it wasn't scary at the time, right? But the paranoid feeling persisted, and that's what. And like, this manga fucked me up. Like it fucked me up, and I watched reviews on it as well, and people who have experienced and enjoy gore manga. It was freaky to them too. So imagine just someone who has not experienced it. It was not a good first experience, right? And after I read it and shit, right? The paranoid feeling after like you watch a scary movie, that paranoid feeling, it persisted for like 2 weeks. Those were the worst 2 weeks of my fucking life. I will admit that for a fact. It was horrible.
You just made me remember something.
With that note,
Hey,
like-
hey, Happy.
yeah.
What was that thing
Hello?
that you said earlier with like 3 S's?
With what?
Like the thing earlier? Like,
Sleeps.
like what-
spooky.
Oh,
So-
it's a sick sleep scare.
Yeah, that shit.
Oh, 3 S's.
Yeah.
Speaking of 3 S's, Dollar Shave Club had the.
No, fuck off. We're not
Speaking
sponsored.
of-
We're broke.
Speaking of 3 S's, Dollar Shave Club had the shit shower and shave club,
No.
Shit shower and
No.
shave.
No.
Dude, you know what I find
which
real
comes with a executive razor, a nice high quality metal handle, and
How
Speaking-
butt wipes.
speaking
Man,
of-
I love butt wipes.
Speaking of Dollar Shave Club, I have a question. Why do they only cater to like men for like their shit? Like, why don't they do women? Like, have you ever thought of it? Like, don't women shave
They
more?
don't
Men
even-
are
they don't-
superior. If
I
you
don't-
want
I
a
don't
free
know, but
discount
that's
on
They
your
don't even
spooky.
only sell
Alright.
shaving shit. They also sell toothbrushes.
Oh shit.
there you go for you to brush your
Brush your coochie.
Boy.
fair cooch.
Anyway, I remembered something when fucking Proto was telling that story. I was pretty young and stupid. My parents were watching this like Bigfoot thing. Basically, it was pretty retarded. You know, something not to get scared of. Just some people supposedly vlogging in the forest trying to find Bigfoot, barely
Logan
catching
Paul?
like a little glimpse, and Bigfoot like killing them and shit, and like floating bodies, like hanging bodies off trees and shit.
Yeah,
So,
it is
yeah.
Logan Paul.
No, fuck you. It's not Logan Paul. Shut up.
But you're talking about
So-
people going into a forest and finding hanging bodies.
Go kill yourself.
Dude, that's
They're finding Bigfoot, not dead bodies. Right? So, I wasn't really scared. I was more confused because most of the fucking shits. Because when you're young, you get scared at jump scares. I was confused because all I saw was just hanging dead bunnies. Because there were bunnies in the trees that apparently this guy was putting to give to Bigfoot as a sacrifice for his life and shit. So yeah, I was just confused. But then, because they were talking about Bigfoot so much and how he's this big scary monster and shit, and they showed like a small glimpse of him, my mom told me to go to the shop. I was completely fine with it. I was walking down the road until I saw like a fucking like a little darkness over there in the corner, and I swear to God, in my peripheral vision, I saw fucking Bigfoot. I bolted so hard down that
Oh my
road
god, I
that
saw a
night.
big.
You wouldn't even know. For 2 weeks to like a month, I would
Shut
just
up,
every
man.
time I said I was sent to the shop during dark, I would run down the road for like 2 weeks to a month straight.
silly stuff.
Oh
Don't
my
you,
God.
don't you
Lazy.
know? Don't you
Lazy.
know?
I was watching a
What the-
Bigfoot movie, and in my little
Oh my God,
child's
I saw
mind, it
Bigfoot.
imagined Bigfoot. Oh my god.
Silly stuff. Don't you know?
Those
Bigfoot
eyes-
lives in
Those
Seattle.
ice burns through to my back, you know. You could feel that stare and shit. I was scared out of my pants, alright? I was
Silly
young.
Bigfoot. Tricks are for kids.
Every time I was sent to the shop and it was dark out, I would run to and fro. I would run. So yeah, great experience, honestly. You know, totally wouldn't change it for shit. Honestly.
I mean, I like. There's those moments when you're just in the street alone, and it's like no fucking street lights to help you, see, and you just suck. You swear you see rustling in the
Yo,
trees.
Anybody remember when you were like young, you're afraid to close your eyes in the fucking shower? You like do a quick wipe
What?
to wash out your face.
What the heck?
No one did that. No one did that when they were young. Yo, I was
No,
so
you're just a
scared when I
fucking
was young.
weirdo.
You're a special one, Steph.
Like, I think it's, yeah, that's also the reason why I didn't watch horror movies. Because when I was young, I watched like one horror movie. That's probably why I did that, because it didn't last that long.
My older sister.
I was super scared to close my eyes in the shower, alright? I do like a quick blink to wash out my face and then just look everywhere in the shower to make sure nothing is like behind my back.
Dude, when
Oh my
I was
God.
when I was younger,
This
my
is why you don't show horror movies to like little kids.
Yeah, happy?
sorry. When I was younger, my older siblings thought that I was scared of the dark. I wasn't. It was my older sister Jill, and so they were trying to like get me over my fear of the dark. So they would like put me in a room and then shut off the lights. Well, here's the thing. I don't even have night vision as it is as my age, so I wasn't scared that there was something.
What
that was gonna
age do you get
me.
night vision?
I don't fucking know, but apparently
Like,
I have like poor
it's-
eyesight, so blah. So like I wasn't scared that something was gonna get me in the dark. No. I thought that they were gonna pull something and do something mean to me, like biff me upside the head or something.
They pull a sneaky on you,
Yeah.
They'd
Get
be very sneaky.
outshifted.
'Cause
Dude,
siblings.
dude, I'm the youngest of 6. I gotta protect myself. I gotta whoop it back for a reason.
I remember when we scared the living shit out of fucking Steph's little brother.
Oh.
Like
What
we,
did
we
we
were
do?
we were watching
Yeah.
we were watching Insidious. This was the movie, by the way, that Steph was watching with me that he referenced like ages ago. Insidious really wasn't that scary. I expected it to be super fucking scary. It honestly became like super like silly and wonky and wacky and zany and shit like that. And it really wasn't terrifying at all. But I remember his little brother was sleeping in the bedroom after watching Insidious all by himself in the dark. He has balls of the earth, I swear to God. I don't know how he did that. But what we did was, I think I proposed the idea. I was like, Steph, I'm gonna hide in the corner, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna
No,
wake
no,
up.
you were like, let's scare your brother. I was like, all right, cool. And then you're like, you're just gonna like wake him up and then go like or some shit. I was like, go in the corner and I'll wake him up and you'll just come and you'll fucking scare him. All right, you'll do that. So we proposed this plan and then go ahead, continue.
So yeah, so I was sitting in the corner, right? And he was on the bed. The little brother was on the bed, and Steph was supposed to wake him up and show him the corner and be like, "Oh, look, there's something in the corner." And then I would jump out and scare him, blah blah blah. But the fucker, he was waking him up, right? And he was just not waking up. He was just lying there, just like dead. He was just there, like, bro, you know, like it was so fucking stupid. And when he finally woke up, he looked in the corner, and then I scared him, and then we had a funny meme laugh. And yeah,
We had
but
a
it was
funny
just funny because the fucking little
Funny,
brother.
funny deep
would-
laugh.
Yes, little funny,
big
haha, epic gamer laugh.
Gamer.
Anyways,
With that note.
so yeah, is that all? Is that all the things we have for this podcast?
Yeah, we're over
We need
the
to
time
end
limit.
soon. We need to end now. Yeah, way over.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Anyways,
Yeah.
thanks for watching. The Not Listening, I guess. Thanks for listening to the Not Bad podcast. Hopefully you can fall asleep tonight and you don't feel very, very
we didn't really
persistent
say
and
anything
luring.
so fucking
Listen, I'm
scary.
doing my outro. All right. Thank you. Hopefully you fall asleep tonight.
So
and
yeah,
you don't
thanks for
feel-
watching the Not Bad podcast.
I will stab
Hey,
you.
Thanks for watching the Not Bad podcast.
Oh my
Leave a like down
God.
below. Have a
Why are
nice
you-
spooky
why are you
night,
just
although it's
ruining-
not Halloween. And I'll see you,
You
later.
son of a you piece of shit. No, we're not ending it there.
I'll see
Anyways,
you next time.
No, we're not ending it there.
What was your
Piece of
favorite
shit.
part of the trip? I like that too. I was really hoping. I was really hoping that you were gonna do the awkward silence.
Yes, that's why I stopped, because I was like, okay, gag. So, anyways, honestly though, thanks for watching. Hopefully we did entertain you for however long we were here, and hopefully you sleep well tonight. Hopefully there's not a luring presence behind you just waiting to strike as you turn your back to it, listening. But anyways, yeah, have a fun time. Bye bye.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.